Hi. Some of you have asked if the voice, thumbnails, and even the scripts behind Vendia are made by AI. No, they're not. And today we've decided to give you a glimpse at the faces behind Vendia, an introduction, if you will, and to actually show you how our videos are made. So, first and foremost, I am David, and I am the voice behind Vendia. I've been a gamer for pretty much most of my life. I've dipped my toes in any and all genres. Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy, I really love those games. But the one genre that is particularly important to me is fighting games. I compete in fighting games, and I've spent a ridiculous amount of hours practicing. When I started recording for Vendia, I initially didn't even know how to pronounce certain names in Dark Souls. I've never played Dark Souls before. I've only played them a few times for my friends to jest at me, but I never took them quite serious. Given the criticisms I was getting in the videos and the comments, I started playing the game again just so that I can, actually examine and understand the names that are pronounced by the NPCs in the game. And I gotta hand it to you guys, man. You you guys are on something because those games are hard. It's pretty difficult for me. I've almost lost my shit so many times. But either way, that's enough about me. Let's talk about the people who actually make and edit videos for Vendia.
Hi, my name is Advait. I'm one of the recorders for Vendyr. I've been a big fan of the From Software series since I was very young, and this is honestly one of the most interesting things I've ever done for work. My job begins once I receive the script. I'll also usually have the voiceover from David.
And what could possibly be the reason for his horrendous haircut?
I go through every section and plan out exactly what kind of footage we need. I then use the debug menu mod for Dark Souls Remastered, which allows me to no-clip through the game and do crazy shit like taking control of the Gaping Dragon. Once my shot is set up, I use the free camera tools to then compose the scene. Hit record on OBS, and any sort of camera movements you see is done by me manually pushing the analog sticks really slow. This lets us show you closer looks at character models, inspect hidden objects, and create shots with completely new perspectives on the maps. I myself get lost and try to see so many things out of bounds. It's super interesting. There are also times where gameplay footage is just not enough, so I've been trying to include 3D models and renders for better presentation. For example, this is what the rubbish item looks like in game. So for a recent video, I had to take that as a reference and sort of come up with a 3D model myself. It can take ages, but seeing everything come together definitely makes it worth it.
Now, a few viewers have also asked whether our thumbnails are AI. They are not. We actually have an amazing designer. His name's Wiki. He creates every thumbnail that you see on the channel from scratch. What you are seeing now is the actual process behind our thumbnails. It begins with the basic idea and rough composition. Wiki then draws the characters, rebuilds certain elements, adjusts the lighting, adds the background, and keeps changing small details until the thumbnail finally works. Come on, there's no button that creates finished images for us. Every part is placed, drawn, and adjusted by a real person. And the same applies to our scripts.
So hello guys, my name is Ryan and I'm the scriptwriter for the channel Vendyr. I have literally grown my entire life playing Souls-like games, From Software games, and I absolutely love it. As you can see, I have a huge collection of games already out here. For the fans out here, I also have a Bloodborne PS1 remake. So yeah, those only the fans know. The first order of business we basically do is we have an entire document of ideas that we can make on videos further on. So yeah, after that, let's say I'm writing on weird items in Dark Souls. What I did was basically make a list of all of the weird items in Dark Souls, and after that I just go to the Wikipedia, which is a huge help, by the way. It has literally every information out there I know. Like, you have the in-game description, where do we get the rubbish from, we have the usage, like we can trade this to Snuggly the Crow for Titanic chunk. So yeah, like for every item I go to the Wikipedia, and after that I go to in-game and verify everything. So after everything is done, I take notes and stuff, and yeah, like this is the script for weird items in Dark Souls, and that's how I write. This is one of the working process I do in the game. Weird spots in Dark Souls was a video that did pretty well, and we actually want to make a part 2 out of it. Yeah, like one of the observations that I did for part two was few months ago there was a guy in YouTube. I don't really remember the name. He was a data miner and he discovered that there was a bridge in Firelink Shrine that basically led from Firelink Shrine to the Undead Burg, and in the final game that was kind of removed, but the developers I mean, they are kind of careless, so they kind of forget to remove this bridge, low quality texture bridge, that is actually visible from the Undead Burg, as you can see. You do need to go off camera like this. I'm using the debug menu out here, so I can basically fly around the place. And as you can see, there's a very low quality texture of, oh, that's the Firing Shrine bonfire, by the way. And there's a bridge. Uh, that's the pillar. That's the pillar where Lotric is. Lotric sits. This is the pillar. This is actually not available in the base game, but the texture that's viewed from the Undead Burg is actually visible. This is one of the observations that I did.
Ryan, Advit, Wiki, and I are not the whole team. While one recorder is capturing footage for the current video, another is capturing footage already for the next. And our editor is pretty much working with both of these at the exact same time altogether. That is why we can upload consistently without compromising the quality and the frequency. We are always looking for more Dark Souls nerds to join the team as well. So if you love these games and think you can come up with writing, recording, research, or even coming up with strong video ideas, send us an email. Now, if you'd like to see how all these come together and make a complete video, our Weird Items in Dark Souls video is on the screen right now for you to click. Thank you for watching and supporting Team Vendia. Take care.